Hey all YouTube Maddox, I know I'm a child, but you're gonna have to deal with me. My name is Smoke Wild, and I got a story for you guys. Alright, so last night I had a dream. It was like a really, really weird dream. And like some like it kind of might be like, you know what, like you make fun of me about it. I don't know. But like, so there I was, just like, and so I'm gonna start with the dream. There I was sleeping, right? And people say, if you dream that you're sleeping, then you're dead. But I know I'm not dead. I'm just dreaming I'm sleeping. Because like usually if you're dreaming, like if you're looking at yourself dreaming, I mean, if you're looking at yourself sleeping, then maybe you're dead. But I remember I dreamt that I woke up. And at first I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's daytime. I look outside, it's still night. And I notice that it's so dark in my room. Now I'm not like I'm not the one that's usually like scared of the dark, but for some reason I was like really terrified that it was so dark in my room. And I have no idea why, but I was like so terrified. And I'm like, why is it so dark in here? Now, in real life, you know, like I mean, I don't like sleeping in the dark anyway, because you know everybody, it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and you wake up and you have to go to the bathroom, and I don't want to wake up having to go to the bathroom and it's pitch dark and I'm trying to find my way to the bathroom and I bump into the doorway or I trip over something and hit my head, or no, I mean I have some kind of light on. I mean, it's not bright in there, but it's dim enough that I can see. But I had no light on. And there was a lamp next to my bed. And I tried to turn the lamp on, and it wouldn't come on. And I'm like, and okay, so I was like, okay, my lamp's not turning on. I'm like, the only thing I have left is my main light. So I like try to, like, I use my hands to try to, like, I feel like I'm blind right now. I try to walk my way over there. I try to find the light switch. I feel the wall, and I find it, and I flip it on, and nothing happens. It's still pitch dark, and I'm like, what's going on here? And so my lamp's not coming on, my light's not coming on, and I'm like, I'm just terrified now. Like I can feel tears coming down my eyes. And I was like, oh my god, I have nothing. And then I remember my computer. So the like the monitor has like a little blinking light, like where you turn it on at, like the little button where you turn it on has like a little blinking light. So that was a little teeny light. That's the only reason I saw that computer. And I ran over to it and I pushed the button. And my computer is like, it's a new computer. It's pretty good. And I pushed it and it didn't turn on. Now, it's not like everything else it didn't turn on. I pushed it and I pushed it again and it didn't come on. And I remember I gave up. I was like, oh my god. I'm like, I'm going to be sitting here in the dark. Because I wouldn't have been able to go back to sleep. Because like I said, for some reason I was so terrified. I wouldn't have been able to go back to sleep. I mean, I'm sitting there terrified. I'm not going to just like soundly go back to sleep. I'm going to sit there terrified. And my eyes were like, I was just freaking out. And I was breathing all heavy. And I just did not know what to do. And I remember I went back and I pressed it one more time. And it slowly came on. And I'm like wondering, I'm like, why did it take so long to turn on? And it came on. And the light, and it lit up the room. The computer lit up the room so I could see. And I remember I went to the corner and I curled up into a ball, and I just started shaking in the corner, rocking back and forth. Like I was so scared for some reason. And then, my god, what made me jump? I was sitting there in the corner, and it's like, it made me so scared, dude. And I was sitting there in the corner, and I felt like a breeze, and I was like, and I looked at, cause like the corner I was in, like my room, the corner I was in, the windows are right next, so I felt a breeze, and I I snapped, like, oh my god, and I snapped, and both my windows were closed, and my air conditioner wasn't on either. So I was like, oh my god. And then it felt like a hand. I felt something like touch my shoulder, and I was like, oh my, like, I got so, it was just a bad experience. And yeah, when that thing touched my shoulder, the computer went out, and I was so scared. And I ran for the door because I scanned before anyone touched my shoulder, before the computer went out. I scanned my room because I kind of, I mean, you would have to predict. I'm like, just in case the computer gets out, let me scan the room so I can see where everything is. I mean, you would think, I've been living in this house for like how long? You think I would know, even though the room's dark, you think I could find my way around the room. But I'm like, okay, I'm gonna scan this room to see exactly where everything was. So I felt that tap on my shoulder, and I turned around, and I was right up against the wall. So I'm like, if I'm right up against the wall, all the windows are closed, the air conditioner's off, what is touching me? What is bringing that breeze? So I ran towards the door, and I opened it, and it was dark. It was more dark in the hallway when I opened the door, and I saw every door was closed. My sister's across the hall from me. Her room was her door's closed. My parents are like right next door. Their room was closed. So I was like, instinct. I should have went to my parents, but I checked on my sister first. I went in my sister's room, and it looked the way it looked. It looked like how can I say it? Oh, it looked like she was under the blanket. Like you couldn't see her head or anything. It looked like she like had the blanket all like completely over her head. And I was like, okay. So I took off the cover, and she wasn't there. And the thing about it is, there was nothing there. When I walked in the room, it looked like there was some kind of body figure there under the covers, but when I lifted it up, there was nothing there but the mattress of the bed. No, my sister wasn't there, nobody. So I'm like, okay, because my sister's pretty young, so I'm thinking, okay, my sister probably went into my mom and dad's room to probably go sleep in the bed with them. So I'm like, okay. But I know my mom and dad don't like being disturbed. I was really scared. So I opened their door, and there was a light. There was a red light, and it kept blinking, and there was nothing there. There's no kind of like really machine. Like there's a computer in my room, and there's a computer in my sister's room, and that's like my mom and dad have a laptop, but like it wasn't that. Like it was just on the floor, and there was a red light just blinking there. And I look at it, and I'm like, what is going on? And I go down to touch it, and it like shocked me. And I was like, oh my god. And someone grabbed me, and someone was like, I'm like, okay, so I go to pick it up, and I felt the same cool breeze, and someone grabbed me, and they were taking me back, and I was like, let me go, and then I felt myself, I was getting tugged into somewhere, and the door closed. I got put into some room in the house, and the door closed, and they threw me on a bed, and they said, shut up, and the dream ended. And I woke up, and I realized I looked around. It was daytime, and I looked to my left. I looked up, and it was my dad. My dad had said, I randomly woke up. My dad had said I randomly woke up, and I opened my sister's door, and I had pulled the covers off of her. And my sister woke up wondering what was going on. So my sister ran into my mom and dad's room and said, like, Adam's, like, sleepwalking, I guess. So, I was like, okay. So I was like, what? So he said, you went and, so you busted into our room, and he said, you were just staring at the ground. You were just staring at it. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, you were just sitting there staring at the ground. He was like, you tried to pick something off the floor. I couldn't see what it was, and I pulled you back, and I was trying to take you back to your room, and you were like, get off me. You were yelling, get off me. And I was like, what? And I was like, what is going on here? And it was a really weird dream. Because I woke up, and I just wanted to check, because I just wanted to make sure. Because I woke up, my dad told me what happened. I went over to my lamp. That's the first thing I did. I'm like, I want to make sure that lamp works. So I went over to my lamp, and it turns on. I went over to my main light, it turns on. I went over to my computer, it turned on the first time I pushed it. And I was like, I was sleepwalking. The whole time. I was sleepwalking. And, but then I was like, I was still trying to contemplate what happened at the beginning. Because like I said, the second time I felt something on my shoulder, it was my dad trying to pull me back to my room. But I was still trying to wonder, that first time I felt that breathe, that first time someone touched my shoulder, what was that? And I still haven't figured out what it was. And I just hope I don't have a dream like that again, because that was like really... And once again, I was like, I don't understand how I was so scared of the dark. And first of all, I would, like I said, I'm not scared of the dark, but scared or not, I never sleep in a pitch dark room. I mean, I need some kind of light on just because. It's not that I'm scared of the dark or anything. It's just because, like I said, if I'm trying to get up to maybe go to the bathroom or like something, I'm trying to reach around into a dark room and I trip over something or I stub my toe or something. I'm not trying to do that. If I have a light on, I can see. So that's my story, guys. Comment down below if you've ever had a weird story before, a weird dream. I meant. This was really weird, but comment down below your weird stories and dreams. I would like to see them. I'd like to hear them. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I'll see you